Hi! So I'm doing this video today about salads in a jar. I always go to the grocery store and get so excited about the salads that I'm gonna make for the week. You know, I'm buying all kinds of fresh vegetables and fruits and lettuce and everything, and you know, by the time I actually go to make the salad, or I'll make a couple, and then the rest of it's just gone bad, and it goes bad so quickly. So I started researching on the internet just ways to make salads last longer. And I came across a ton of different links about a salad in a jar, especially on Pinterest. Any of you guys that are on Pinterest, I'm sure you've seen it. So I started to try it, and it works really, really well, and it's also super convenient. So I just decided to do a video kind of tutorial, though it's mostly common sense, about how to do the salads in a jar. So the first thing that I do, I don't buy the packaged salads, you know, that are in a bag. I read somewhere that they put some sort of chemicals in it just to preserve it and make it last longer. So I just kind of buy the bundles of them, you know. I try to buy the organic lettuce, and then I bring it home and I wash it, and kind of start off preparing all my vegetables. I took some pictures, so I'll link those in my blog, put the pictures in my blog, but for the video it didn't seem like a good idea to try to do all of it like while I was talking. So they're already made. You can see them behind me, and I'll talk about each one. But you can really put anything you want, any kind of salad. You can do Cobb salads, Caesar salads, just anything. There is like kind of a basic rule about the order that you put the salad in. A lot of people like me, I do not have the luxury of coming home for lunch, and so a lot of times in the mornings I'm just rushed, and you know, I just grab a salad in a jar, and this already has the dressing in it. I don't put the dressing in all the salads that I make, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. But the most important thing is, if you're gonna put your dressing in the jar, you put, this looks like a lot, and it isn't really, but what you really can't see is that there's grapes all in there, so it kind of looks like it's more dressing. But usually you just do a couple of tablespoons of dressing. You know, if you I like a lot of dressing, so I probably put more than, you know, some people would. But anyways, this is pomegranate vinaigrette, organic dressing. And in there you do the grapes. So if you're going to put your dressing in there, you want to make sure whatever you put in the dressing is something that's kind of hearty, that if it's marinating in the dressing, it's not really going to change its flavor. A lot of times the vegetables will actually take on the flavor of the dressing because, you know, they're being marinated, and they'll get better. Grapes, they're not necessarily going to get better, but they're not going to, you know, they're not going to be bad. The next layer, I have just mandarin oranges, and then you put your lettuce on top, and you really just want to try to keep your lettuce from touching the dressing, or else it's just going to be really soggy. And then, you know, I'll just bring a bowl to work, and like a bigger bowl because it's a pretty big salad, and then a fork, and then you just dump it in there, and you know, all the dressing ends up on top, and then you just mix it up, and it's really awesome, and the lettuce really does stay super crisp. Some people leave a little bit of room up here, and they just shake it up, and when you shake it up, you know, the dressing gets everywhere, and then you can eat it, you know, just right out the jar. If you're going to do that, I would just suggest, there are wide mouth mason jars, and this one is not a wide mouth one, so it would be a little bit more difficult, you know, just to eat out the jar. So, you know, if you want to do that, just get a wide mouth jar instead. Another example that I have here, this is creamy French dressing, not necessarily the most healthy, and I did buy it. I do try to make dressing sometimes, but I didn't today. So in that layer I have green bell pepper, carrots, and onions, and all three of those are kind of your hearty vegetables that, you know, they're not going to go bad or get super soggy or anything like that. And then I just have a little layer of cheddar cheese because I like that on my salads. And then you just put your lettuce on the top. One of them that I did not put the dressing in this one it looks kind of just like lettuce. But what it is it's feta cheese and pine nuts, and they're kind of mixed in there. I didn't put the dressing in the bottom of this one because I didn't have a hearty barrier. I didn't really have any way to separate the lettuce from the dressing, and so I didn't really want my lettuce to get soggy. So with this one, I'll just bring my lettuce, but it'll last longer being in the jar. So that's about it. It's a really good idea. A lot of people on the internet, especially on Pinterest, they'll pin their actual recipes, not recipes, but just the order that they put things in, and just different ideas, for salads. And like I said, as long as you just follow that basic rule, I mean, you can really make up your own. Like all of these, I just made up myself based on the dressings that I had and the stuff that I had here. So just some little tips, and really great idea. So try it out and eat healthy. Bye.